Hey fellas, it's time to dominate. And today we're talking about a morning routine for your morning wood. Yes, you want that morning wood. And if you want to get there, which is the highest level of your sexual strength, then you need to pay attention to a few things right here. Because today I'm going to tell you where you are on the sexual performance scale and how you can use that so you actually can get up to that highest level using a morning routine. And hey, this is Brian, aka Uncle Bean, for the last. What we're gonna do today? Yes, we're gonna do this. Break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. Okay, in my last video, I talked about the sexual performance scale. That's a scale of 1 to 10. 10 means everything worked. And basically, that's what we're trying to get to. That morning erection is highly important because if you're below that, well, you know, you're an 8 or a 9. That's pretty cool. You have erections on demand. You also have spontaneous erections. But when your body is at this point where it's like, you have 4 erections while you're asleep. The 5th one, that's when you're just waking up. That's that morning erection. And in order for all of that to happen, other things have to happen. And the thing to understand is that morning erections are an outside indicator of your inside health.
Well, hello, morning wood.
And of course, erections are caused by the bursting and burning of testosterone. So you need to have your testosterone up. And testosterone builds while you're asleep. That's the reason for that morning wood. And part of this is all according to nature. We're talking about the circadian rhythm and how the sun rises and how that affects your body. Your body has a process of turning itself on, as in the light says, hey, get up. And the morning erection is a part of that process. So when it comes to your morning routine, the goal is to create something that is sustainable for you, something that's going to help you increase your testosterone every day. Every day. And of course, when we're talking about success, we're talking about being consistent every day. So here's a couple of things to do. The first 20 minutes after you wake up, your brain is still in flux from when you were just asleep. You can actually start programming yourself by putting thoughts into your mind. So as soon as you wake up, start thinking about healthier things you can do during the day. You can become your own motivational coach as soon as you wake up. One of the other things you want to do is wake up at the same time and even go to sleep at the same time. Your body likes patterns. So the more your body gets used to when you're going to sleep and when you're waking up, it knows how to time itself and those erections correctly. One thing you don't want to do is keep hitting that snooze button. When it's time to wake up, get going. If you have time to lay in bed, you can just sit there and, is that morning wood coming? Yeah, you'll know. It'll let you know without you needing to think about it. One thing you don't want to do is look at your phone or check your email or something like that first thing in the morning. You want your body and your mind to just relax. That's not what we were designed to do. Back in nature, the sun would come up, no alarm, you just get up and everything else would be up with you. No alarm necessary. Also, the thing you want to do is do 5 to 10 minutes of meditation as soon as you wake up. And we're not talking about doing meditation while you're in bed. That's called sleeping. Also, in the morning, you also want to review your goals for the day. And we're talking about other things that you want to do. If getting to a 10 is part of your goal, you have to have that written down. You have to be able to see it to remind yourself consistently to go for your goal. One of the great things that you can do is intermittent fasting. Basically, you're skipping breakfast. That is when you have no food or anything else other than water, tea, or coffee, unsweetened, during the morning. So you're able to get to a 16-hour window of not consuming anything except those 3 things. Now, obviously, work with your schedule, try to get it figured out. I've done some videos talking about intermittent fasting and how to work your way into it. But that's the goal. When you're doing intermittent fasting, you're allowing your testosterone levels to keep going up, your HGH levels to keep going up. You're feeding your body with the good stuff that you've already consumed. This is because when you eat first thing in the morning, you're actually shutting down your testosterone production. So the longer you can wait to eat, the more your testosterone is going up. And then in the morning, you'll be going up. Get it? Also, in the morning, if you want to do fasted workouts, this is great. Obviously pay attention, but your body can do way more. You don't need the protein shake. You don't need the protein bar. You can actually go to the gym and just work out. Think about it. Did your ancestors get up and get a protein shake? They turned the blender on? Right. Come on now. Working out first thing in the morning is actually going to help increase your metabolism throughout the day. You'll actually have more energy. And when we're talking about working out in a fasted state, we're not talking about working out in a starving state. Do not starve yourself and then work out, but we are saying that you can do workouts without eating right before or even 16 hours before. And as we always talk about high intensity interval training, basically you're timing your training, you're getting a good 30 seconds of intense training, a good 20 seconds off, depends on where you are and how you want to time this out, but it is a great way to increase your testosterone levels. Of course, we're talking about intensity. We're not talking about just taking a 30-second walk and then taking a 20-second break for another 30-second walk. We're talking about a 30-second sprint. Yeah, that'll work. Now, one thing I do want to say as far as when you're coming out of your fast, make sure that when you're coming out of your fast, pay attention to the first thing you eat. You want to actually eat something that's really good for you. That's going to set up your body for the rest of the day. Eat something really good for you, your body's going to say, okay, I got the nutrition. You won't get the bad signals of like, yeah, let me get some, I'm not even going to say the word. You know that bad food you like to eat. And the last thing I gotta say about this is that you can do something I call morning worship. That means the night before you're paying attention to all the things you need so that when you wake up, you're in a good state. Remember, the last thing that you read, think, or consume, you're actually going to be dreaming about during the night, and you're going to wake up the next day thinking about that. So if you're thinking on some stress stuff, go to sleep stressed and wake up stressed. Cortisol, lowering your testosterone. However, if you're thinking of something that's relaxing, something that's fun, something that actually works for you, you'll think of that while you're asleep and you'll wake up in a better mood with that morning erection. And of course, if you like what you heard, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. And this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard. Peace out.